Neville Goddard is one of my favorite metaphysical teachers, and he has this wonderful audio. You can check it out. It's called Feeling is the Secret. It's an audio that I've listened to many, many times, and it always puts me back in that abundant state. And I notice that when I feel abundant, abundance follows me. And that's the secret to life. It's the way you feel and the way that you think. It's your inner world that creates your outer world. But what Neville Goddard never talks about, which I was always surprised, which I'm adding to his teachings, just like how we're finishing Napoleon Hill's work, all these metaphysical teachers, they hinted on it, but they never, for whatever reason, just flat out said it. Now, Napoleon Hill did in Think and Grow Rich, but the power of S3X and how much that feeling is the driving factor behind abundance, creativity, and prosperity. Let's dive into it. Hi, my name is Nakula, and I help men master their S3X energy so you can unleash your masculine leadership. Go take the free S3X transmutation guide in the link below. You'll also get access to the Powerhouse Man training community, which we've got stuff going on every single day there for you. And so anyways, go to the link in the description below and grab that. Here's the deal. Neville Goddard, just like many metaphysical teachers, really gave us the secrets to life. And they're not really secrets. These principles are explained in the Bible. They're explained in the Bhagavad Gita. They're explained in the Tao Te Ching. You know, I'm reading all the world scriptures right now. I just finished Gita. I'm going through the Tao Te Ching. And they might as well be describing Krishna. Like in the Gita, it's Krishna, and in the Tao Te Ching, it's the Tao, the way. They don't make it personal in the sense of like how, like in the Vedas, it's more personal. Here, it's the way, but the descriptions are the same. It's like, oh my goodness, you know, guys, they're describing God. We're talking about the same thing, people. So these principles have been there, and they're there in modern teachings as well. Modern teachers like Deepak Chopra and, you know, Dr. Wayne Dyer and, you know, all these kind of guys, and Tony Robbins and such, you know, they all talk about these secrets. So these are life principles that have been taught for ages, but largely they remain a secret because people have this general consciousness, whether it's because of school and the indoctrination system we go through, where it basically says we're born to be a slave for a system. We're born to find a job and work a job. And, you know, and there's nothing wrong with finding a job, working a job, and doing the whole 40, 50 year to retirement thing. Personally, if that's what you want to do, have at it. It's not for me. I don't think that life was designed to be like that. I think we were designed to be way more free and independent and have way more choice. And one of the major reasons that I think that largely this information remains a secret is because it does that for people. It gives them freedom of choice. It loosens their consciousness up, meaning it pops them out of the matrix and the constant belief systems that they're interacting with, whether it's their culture or their religion or their school systems. We live in all of these man-made systems, but very few of us still are connected with nature system, God's system, which in my opinion is a lot more free and you have a lot more power than you've been told. So for whatever reason, these principles remain a secret, and largely people also don't want to be responsible because we've lived a nice cushy life. Even if you've got tough things on the go, most of us have tough things. Comparatively to 1,000 years ago, our life is more comfortable. Our life is better. We have access. If you're watching this video right now, you have access to technology that kings and queens never had access to not that long ago. Your ability to create in this world is far superior than ever before in our written history from a technology perspective. So the question is, why are so many people struggling still? And it's because they don't understand these basic secrets. And one of the basic secrets is your life is largely reflective on the way you feel. If you feel depressed, you are going to think depressing thoughts. You will act in depressing ways, meaning you probably won't be acting much. You won't be doing much. You'll spend lots of time in bed, and you'll sleep lots, and you'll distract yourself lots with TV and just nonsensical stuff. Those are all signs that somebody is inactive, inertia. And because largely our population is like that, of course, we're going to have economic troubles. Nobody's working, nobody's producing, nobody's creating value. Of course, we're going to have family troubles and values. How difficult is it to carry a relationship when the relationship within yourself, inside of you, sucks? Now, what do you think? You're going to have a great relationship? If anything, you're just going to try to be dependent on someone. Please make me happy. Please forget that I hate myself today, And then they're going to become like needy on you. You have to make me happy. You have to do this, blah, blah, blah. So that's why we have lots of resentment in relationships. It's because of codependence. You don't have two strong individual people living together. You have somebody or two people that are codependent on each other. And then as soon as that person doesn't live up to their expectations, which is nearly impossible to live up to someone's expectations when they're needing you to make them happy, is just a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for discontentment. It's just a recipe for not a good family household. So the point is that many people are unconsciously feeling really shitty. They're going to jobs that they hate. They're in relationships that are unfulfilling. They're struggling financially. The basic needs are a struggle to meet. And when the basic needs are a struggle to meet, it's very difficult to feel abundant. It's very difficult to feel optimistic. It's very difficult to feel like, yeah, I can go for those extra vision and pleasure in life. It's very difficult. But feeling is the secret. That's why so few people do it. If you meet successful people, you'll notice one thing about them, whether you like them or not, is irrelevant. You'll notice that they are generally in a positive mood and they are vision oriented. I've met some extremely successful people. I've coached some extremely successful people. They're all the same. It's amazing how the characteristics and traits of them are all the same, which tells us that the real secret of success isn't what you're doing, but your character, your mental attitude, and how you feel about yourself. Every single successful man that I coach and that I've interacted with, and let me qualify success. Their net worth is $1 million plus. They're generally in good health or to top health. They have a vision and they are executing that vision in a big way, in a way that they see, like they're like, this is what I wanted to create and I'm creating it. They all have mastered themselves to some level. Are they saints? Not at all. Some of them drink. Some of them smoke. Some of them are still struggling with things like pornography. Some of them are, they got their own quirks. They overeat. They're a bit overweight. Some of them are still like, very insecure about how they look. Like they're regular human beings like me and you. That's the amazing thing. But they've just developed a few qualities that really allow them to be successful. And one of them is that they feel good about themselves. They don't carry lots of guilt, regret, shame. So they're very comfortable in their own skin, which gives them a certain level of freedom to be who they are and therefore execute their life in the way that they see fit. Semen retention, and what a lot of these metaphysical principles or teachers haven't taught, but we're bringing to this age, is that the practice of S3X mastery naturally gives you that self-comfort. First of all, as a man, when we feel sexy, we feel empowered, right? We're like, yeah, I can do it. Look at me. I'm attractive. We have that. It's not a bad thing. You don't want it to let it control you, but you want to feel good about yourself. That's why I think it's important that every man should be working out. Every man should be doing something for his physical body. You may not want to be a bodybuilder or, like strut out in your little underwear and do fancy poses or something like this, right? But should you feel good about yourself? When you look in the mirror, should you be like, yeah, I'm rocking it today? When you put some clothes on, put nice clothes on, put the best stuff you have on. Don't just wait till you're going out. Once a month I'm going to go out, or then on Fridays I'm going to wear your best stuff every day. Show up best every day, because you're creating a feeling, you're creating a sensation. And that's what Neville Goddard teaches. It's the sensation that's actually creating your life. We are sensitive beings, meaning our senses is how we are experiencing life. And so the more we create the sensation of feeling good, the better we do. But we have to understand, what does it mean to really feel good? As men, it means to do our basic duties. We provide well, we protect, we produce, We can provoke emotion, or we can make things happen. We're powerful. We can make things happen. We can do things. We can get those projects done around the house. We can take care of our wife and kids. We can create, and that gives us the feeling of success. And the feeling of success is what drives you to take action to creating more success. It's, one of my mentors says, success is a language. You have to learn to speak it. Success is a way of being. And that's why it's like, I get it. Like after I've meeting so many successful people, I'm like, these guys aren't any better than anybody else. They're not smarter than anybody else. They're not less addicted than anybody else. Their only difference is that they have high levels of integrity. They execute things. They're trustworthy. If they say they're going to get something done, they get it done. They have their priorities set, and they're massive action takers. They work hard. And that's probably the number one thing. They work hard. And as men, the harder we work throughout the day, the better we feel about ourselves, which creates that secret, that oh, that guy's on fire. It's just the way he walks, just the way, something about him. It's very attractive. The guy who walks in the gym on purpose is the guy who people notice. Why? Because he's on fire. And semen retention gives you that, because it's a discipline of keeping your fire, literally your fire energy, which is your S3X energy, within you, cultivating it, accumulating it so that you're on fire. And when you're on fire, man, you can light up your vision. You can light up the service that you want to create, the business you want to create. Light up means bring energy too. But if you're depleted in energy, if you've got low self-esteem and you've got a low S3X drive, or you're depleting your S3X drive to self-pleasure and to adult content online, and you're distracted by all the million ways that we can be distracted, so you don't have your priorities together. Distraction means lack of priorities. That's it. Then you diminish your self-image of feeling good, feeling successful. Inherently, man, I wasted my day. I know for me, it doesn't matter what the results are. I know a successful day is when I'm like, yeah, I put it in today. I put in the work. I got it done. I did everything I said I was going to do. Even if I didn't do everything I said I was going to do, but I know I gave it my best effort, I'm like, I'm good. And things work out. It's when I'm like, I'm slacking. I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm letting my, some of my negative habits take over too much. I'm letting some of those things. Then I don't feel good, and I recognize it in my actions, my thoughts, and the way I show up in life. So the point is this. Feeling is the secret. How you feel will determine so much about your life. Most people are unconscious to it. The practice of S3X transmutation and semen retention brings up all your unconscious feelings. It's those unconscious feelings which are dictating your life. So you have to deal with your sadness, your depression, your anxiety. I got a guy coming through the Powerhouse Man training and the alchemy course right now, specifically because he's like, man, when I practice SR, I just get at right around weeks 2 or 3, I get full of anxiety. Like, yeah, because SR is bringing that up in you. And it's not for you to ignore or for you to go deplete. It's for you to deal with. And the practices of S3X alchemy that we teach will have you clear those negative energies, clear those past traumas, put you in an environment where you can recondition yourself into a mindset where you're winning. And when you're in the winner's mindset, because you're around other men who are winning, then you naturally pick up on that mindset, that way of being. You put that way of being into every aspect of your life, which improves your life. Finances, health, relationships, everything that you do. So if you want to feel better in your life, you want to attract a new lifestyle, you want to create and up-level the lifestyle that you have, you want to perform in your life like the top 10% of men, make sure you go take that free S3X transmutation guide. Join us inside the Powerhouse Man training community, and let's level up together. I'll see you on the next video.